Rambam for 3 Parakim. We're going to be learning now today about the positive commandments, part 1, positive commandments, part 2, and positive commandments, part 3. Aleph. Mitzvah Rishena mitzvahs asay leida shishem aleha shenemar alecha Hashem leikecha. The first of the positive commandments is the mitzvah to know that there is Hashem. As the pasuk says, I am Hashem, you are Hashem. Based, the second mitzvah is liyachadei, to unify Him. Shenemar Hashem leikeinu Hashem echad. Hashem is our Lord, Hashem is one. Gimel, le'ayavei, to love Hashem. Shenemar v'ahavtas Hashem leikecha, and you shall love Hashem, your God. Lida b'imeno, to fear her. Shenemar Hashem leikecha tira, for Hashem, fear our God, your Lord. Haley hispalo to daven. Shenemar v'avadtem es Hashem leikeichem, and you shall serve Hashem, your Hashem. Aveda, when the pasuk says serving, v'zei tefillah, this refers to davening. Vav l'davkavay, to cling to Him. Shenemar obey sidbuk, and you shall cling to Him. Zayin l'shava b'shmei, to swear in His name. Shenemar u'shmei tishavea, and you shall swear in His name. Ches l'damis b'drachav atevim v'yisharim, to emulate His good and just ways. Shenemar v'lachta b'drachav, and you shall walk in His ways. Tes the kaddish sheshmei, to sanctify His name. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'nikdashti v'seifnei Yisrael," I will be sanctified amongst the Yidden. Yud likras kriyashma pamayim b'chol yom, to say kriyashma twice a day. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'dibarta b'am," and you shall speak of them. V'shachbecha, when you lay down, or v'kamecha, or when you will get up. V'alef l'umlei teda l'lamda, to learn Torah and to teach it. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'shinanta v'necha," and you shall teach them to your children. Basically, shitfilm b'neish, it ties filling on your head. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, and they shall be a toughface between your eyes. In Gimel, likshit film biyad, to tie filling upon your arms. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, and you shall tie them for a sign upon your arms. Yidal lasti tzitzis, to make tzitzis. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, will also come tzitzis, and you shall make tzitzis for them. To zayin l'kvei mezuzah, to affix a mezuzah. Shenemar, the pasuk says, "Chsaf them al mezuzah pesach," and you shall write them on the doorpost of your home. It is Zayin. L'hakel asam l'shmei atira b'motzi shvis, to collect the people to hear the Torah in the year following the Shmita year. Shenemar hakel asam, gathered together the people. It's Zayin lichtei kol ish sevatil atzmi, for each person to write a secretary for himself. Shenemar, the pasuk says, "Kisful lachem asher azeis," write down this song. It has liftei v'melech sevatil atzmi, the king to write a second sevatir for himself. He goes kolachad, in addition to the one that every Yid is required to write. Hashiyili shtei teres, until he has 2 teres. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'kosav li es mishnah teda," and you shall write for yourself a copy of the Torah. It says levarech achar mulin. Let's see. Mitzvahs asay, to bench Hashem after eating. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "Ve'achalto," you eat the salat and you say shit over achla. You have to bless Hashem. Bless Hashem like techa. Chof livnei beis habechir, to build the chosen house for Hashem. The beis hamikdash. Shenemar v'asli mikdash, and you shall make a beis hamikdash for me. Chof aleph liyirav b'bayzeh, to revere this house. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "Mikdash tiro," and you shall fear the beis hamikdash. Chof beis lishber b'bayzeh tamid, to watch over this house continuously. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'atu v'necha itach," and you and your descendants are for 10th of testimony. For the Levim to serve in the Beis Hamikdash. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "Over the Levi, who the Levi shall serve." For the king to sanctify his hands and feet at the time of service to the Beis Hamikdash. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "Aaron the sons will wash." To prepare the candles of the Beis Hamikdash. Shenemar, the pasuk says, "Yarich oisei Aaron levanav, Aaron and his sons shall prepare it." Chavav levarech hakenim es Yisrael, for the king to bench the Yidden. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "Keiz v'arachot b'nei Yisrael," in this manner you shall bless the children of Israel. Zayin lahasti lesson l'ven l'Hashem b'chol Shabbos, to arrange your bread like frankincense before Hashem. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'nasata on l'shulchan lechem aponim," shall place the showbread on the temple. Ches lahaktik teres pamayim b'yem, to bring a spice offering twice a day. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, "V'hiktir ar olav Aaron l'kter salam," and Aaron shall burn incense upon it. Tes lahabir eish b'mizbecha ila tamid, keep a fire burning on the Mizbech constantly. Shemar, as the pasuk says, Ish Tamid took out on the Mizbech. They shall keep a fire burning continuously on the altar. Lambid lahorv sedation on the Mizbech, to remove the ashes from the Mizbech. Shemar, as the pasuk says, they are sedation. They shall remove the ashes. To send the Tzveim out of the camp of the Mikdash. Remember, the Bible says they shachol and you shall send from the camp all the lepers, and anyone who has contracted impurity because of the corpse. So Aaron, Aaron's descendants, and give them priority regarding all holy matters. Remember, as the Bible says, and you shall sanctify them. To clothe the kenim with the priestly garments for the service. Remember, as the Bible says, and you shall make holy garments. Says Aaron to carry the ark upon the shoulders when it is to be carried. Remember, as the Bible says, if he so, they shall carry it on their shoulders. To anoint the kenim and the kings with the anointing oil. Showers the pasuk says, Shem and Mishkot Kedesh Yezeh. This shall be a sacred anointing oil. I would devote the kenim Eidim B'Mikdash Mishmaris for the kenim to serve the sanctuary and individual watches. Well, made them Eidim Kafut, and for them to serve as one of the festivals. Never as the pasuk says, V'chiyobe al Levi, the Levi shall come. Levad Mkodav ala Obis. In other words, he can serve with the exception of that which there's by ancestral rights. The Kohen to become ritually impure and mourn for the relatives in the same manner as other Yidden are commanded to mourn, as it says, he shall become impure for her. A Kohen Gadol has to marry a virgin. As the pasuk says, you shall marry a woman who is a virgin. To offer the carbon to each day continuously. The Kohen Gadol to offer a meal offering each day. As the pasuk says, a carbon iron or one of this is the carbon for Aaron and the descendants. The carbon after B'chol Shabbos to offer additional sacrifice every Shabbos. And the pasuk says, we gave our Shabbos kvasim, and the Shabbos day 2 kvasim, 2 lambs. When Beis La'isa carbon b'chodesh chedesh v'chedesh, to offer additional sacrifice every chedesh. And the pasuk says, "V'ashir chadshechem on your Rosh Chadshechem." And Gimel La'isa carbon b'chag Pesach, to offer additional sacrifice on Pesach. Never, the pasuk says, Shiva 7 takriv yishal Hashem. 7 days you will offer a fire offering to Hashem. And Dalal l'hakriv minchas ha'imrim milchresim rishon shel Pesach on Kevas Echad, to bring the meal offering of the Imrim on the day after the first day of the Pesach, together with the single lamb, as the pasuk says, "Remember, Vasim as Imrim Shishkam Alakein, they shall bring the Imrim." And then Hey, he'll eat carbon Yom Hatzeres. Remember, Yom Kippurim to offer an additional sacrifice on Shavuos, as the pasuk says, on the day of the first Bikar. They bring 2 loaves of the carbon, which accompany the loaves on Shavuos, as the pasuk says, from your dwellings bring bread as wave offerings, and you shall offer upon the bread. To offer an additional carbon on Rosh Hashanah, as the pasuk says, in the 7th month, on the 1st of the month. To offer an additional sacrifice on Yom Kippur, as the pasuk says, on the 10th of the 7th month. Aaron, Acher to carry out the service of the fasting of Kippur. As the pasuk says, so this manner Aaron will enter the inner sanctuary with a young bull. All of this service was stated in Parshas Achim. Then the Hisa carbon of Chagasud was to offer additional carbon on the Chagasud. As the pasuk says, we shall present the burnt offering as a pleasing fragrance. And then Aleph, the Hisa carbon of Shmini Atzeres, to offer additional sacrifice on Shmini Atzeres. As it's a festival in its own right. Now, as the pasuk says, being Shmini on the 8th day. And Beis La'achlig V'Ragolin, to celebrate the festival. As the pasuk says, and you should celebrate 3 festivals for me. And Gimel Herodus, but going to offer all the festivals, to appear before Hashem all the festivals. On the 3 occasions during the year, all the males shall appear. And the Dal the Smech to rejoice in the festivals. They shall rejoice in the festivals. And hey, Lishkid give us a Pesach to slaughter the Korban Pesach. Remember, like it says, V'shachatu Isaac al Kahal, and the entire congregation shall slaughter. And well, Dachel B'Shar Pesach Tzali B'Leila from Rishos B'Nisan. Eat the meat of the Korban Pesach roasted on the night of the 15th of Nisan. Remember, the Pasuk says, V'Achal Sabosar, and they shall eat the meat. And Zion last is Pesach Sheni, to offer Korban Pesach Sheni. Remember, like this is B'Chedesh Sheni, but Arba Osar, the second month on the 14th of the month. To eat the meat of the Pesach Sheni together with matzahs and bitter herbs. Remember, as it says in matzahs and shall eat it with matzahs and bitter herbs. Then test to sound the trumpets when the korban are offered in the times of difficulty, as it says, and you shall sound the trumpets. Some is called korbanis for the animals to be sacrificed after the 8th day of life. Remember, and on the 8th day and afterwards, Samach Alid is called Kol Tamid Bies Kol Korban Behemoth Tamim for all the animal offerings to be unblemished. As the Pasuk says, remember Tamim Yiliratsin. Unblemished, that will be desirable. Samach Bezim Leach Kol Korban Shnemal Kol Korban Chatakriv Melech, to salt off the sacrifice. As it says, offer salt on your sacrifices. Maisa Elush Emer Im Elush Karbonin to the burnt offerings. As it says, if his is a burnt offering. Maisa Chatas, the sin offering. As it says, Shemer Zis Chatas, these are the laws of the sin offering. Samachay Maisa Osham, to the guilt offering. Shemer Zis Osham, these are the laws of the guilt offering. Maisa Zevach Hashlam, Shemer Zis Zevach Hashlam, the peace offerings. As it says, these are the laws of the peace offerings. Samazayin Maisa Mincha Shemer, whenever Shkitaka Korban Mincha. The meal offering, as it says, when a person presents a meal offering. For the Bezdin to offer a korban if it renders a mistake, as the Pasuk says, if the entire congregation of Israel shall make a mistake. Remember, each individual to offer a sin offering if he unintentionally violates a negative commandment, punishable by karis, as the Pasuk says when a person says. For the individual to offer a korban, if he's in doubt whether or not he transgressed a serf, he'd be liable for a sin offering, as it says, for he does not know, he still bears responsibility. And he shall bring his guilt offerings. This is rendered as a conditional guilt offering. Ayin Aleph, for the following individuals, a person who unknowingly used sacred property, a person who sinned by stealing, or had relations with a macer and designated for another person, one who denied possession of an entrusted object and took a false oath. Maybe Korban Ashram, he brings a Korban Ashram. This is called the unconditional guilt offering. Ayin Beis lack of Korban Tamid elevated to offer the unjustifiable guilt offering as atonement for the violation of a certain transgression. Remember, the Pasuk says, if his means are not sufficient, if his means are not suffice. The person that confesses before Hashem for any sin which he has committed, when he brings a korban or when he does not bring a korban, as it says, and they shall confess the sins that they committed. For Azov to offer a korban when he becomes purified, as it says, Azov will become pure. For Azov to offer a korban when he becomes purified, as it says, the imtar mezevi, when she becomes pure from the Kaddish of Zelo. For women who give birth to offer a korban after she becomes purified, after the conclusion of her pure days. For For a person afflicted with tzaras to offer a korban after he becomes pure, and the 8th day he shall take the tithe one's herds, as it says in all the meiser of your cattle and sheep. To sanctify the firstborn of a kosher animal, and to offer as a korban every first which shall be born. Pay listis b'char adam to redeem a firstborn son. Shenemar achpa de sifta es b'char adam. However, you must surely redeem firstborn units. Pay alf listis petach hamer to redeem the firstling donkey. Shenemar petach hamer tifta b'sa, redeem a firstling donkey with a sheep. Pay beis la'arif petach hamer to decapitate a petach hamer. Shenemar emli sifta rarafte. If you do not redeem, you must decapitate. Pay gimel lahavi kol karbanas shishpei. For a person to bring all the korbanos for which he is liable, be the obligatory or the voluntary offerings, on the first of the pilgrimage festival that occurs, remember, and you shall come there, and you shall bring there. Positive Commandments, Part 2. Peidal, to sacrifice all the offerings in the Beis Hamikdash, and remember, it says, and there you will perform all that I command. You pay, to tend to all the offerings from the diaspora and bring them to Eretz Yisrael, to the Beis Hamikdash, to the Beis Hamikdash. And remember, as it says, take your sacred offerings which you possess and your pledges, and come to the place that Hashem will choose. We have, based on oral tradition, that this applies to sacred offerings from the Chutz La'aretz. Lifteis kodshim bali mumim v'yumetarim b'achila. Shnamar rak b'chol avas b'afshachot tiz b'avachal t'basar v'pi hashmu alamdu she'en medaber ele v'psudei ha'v'kosh ha'shim padu. 86. To redeem sacred offerings that have become blemished and thus have them to be permitted. Like the pasuk says, whatever you desire, you may shecht. And based on oral tradition, we have learned that this refers only to korbanos which have become disqualified and have been redeemed. Pezayin liyas hatmura kedesh. Remember, b'hayahu tmuras ina kedesh. Any animal substituted for a sacred offering also is kedesh. As the pasuk says, both. In other words, the original animal and the one substituted shall be kedesh. Peches lechol shara milacha is to eat the remains of the meal offering. Remember, Aaron and his sons will eat the remainder. Peches lechol b'sar chatas v'Hashem shnever v'chol eson asher pu b'hem to eat the flesh of the sin offering and the guilt offerings, as it says, and they shall eat the sacrifices with which the atonement was made for them. Savdik, lisay b'sar kedesh nidba, to burn sacred meat which becomes impure. Remember, it says basar she'ida b'chol tami. And the flesh which touches anything impure. Say that galop. This is aneser. To bring the leftovers. Remember, aneser from sarazov, the leftovers from the flesh. Shall burn on the third day. Sadik beis the gadol anozer serei, for the nozer to grow hair long. Remember, gadol peres serei, she shall let the hair of the hair that the head grow without cutting it. Sadik gimel legalecha nozer sorry al kabraisav imlis v'nizer ebesechem v'nizer nitro. For a Nazir to shave his hair when bringing his korban at the conclusion of the terms of the Nazir and the Naziris, or during the Nazir term if he becomes impure. Shneimar, it says, "V'chiyamas meis olav," should a person die in his presence. Sadat Daled, the kaim adam kol mashahitz b'sfasav, for a person to fulfill any promise which she utters. The korban is duplicates about a korban, a gift of charity, or the like. Shneimar mitzvah sadat tishmar vasisa. When you have spoken, take heed to fulfill. Sadat kei lodin b'faras and dor b'chol dinim hamuras. We were partial to carry out the laws regarding the nullification of vows and measure data. Sadly, is going to give an avila tame for everyone who comes in contact with the corpse. Never chiyamus ben a behema, should an animal die. Sadly, for the dead bodies of the 8 species of the crawling animals mentioned in the Torah that they are metamet tumah. They shall be impure for you. For certain foods that impart impurity. As the pasuk says, for all the food which you will eat, for a woman and they need the state to be impure and impart impurity to others. Do you say, for a woman who gives a birth to be tummy like Anida? For a person afflicted with Taras to be impure and to impart impurity. For a guard afflicted with Taras to be impure and impart impurity. Is bias Menugam for a house afflicted with Taras to impart impurity. He says Matame for his to impart impurity. Li is Shepazar Matame for seeming to impart impurity. Li is Matame for his to impart impurity. Li is Matame for a corpse to impart impurity. Kuf Chesli is Meitam Matame. The Adam Tar Thomas Sarblad. The Holy Lad didn't shall Thomas Elu Rev. Ishvat called Tumma Man or Batanship himself. With the sprinkling water is used for the purification process involved in the Paraduma to impart impurity to a person who is Tar and to impure ritual purity. The person is ritually impure solely because of the contact with the human corpse. All these halachas dealing with these different types of impurity, and the majority of the judgments regarding all types of ritual impurity and purity as explained in Tirshav Sav. Huf Tes 109 leaves Hatara Mikol Tumas to for the process of purification for all types of ritual impurity to involve Mikvesh, and it says Rachats Bamayim Sculpsar, and he shall wash all the flesh and water. Lumdum Piashua Shirachit is the Bamayim go for Behem, which means that to immerse in the mikveh in one shot, the whole body. Kufit is a Tarmanat Saras, and Saras other Mitzaras bias baits areas of Azav State Laza State Sportamayim Chayvish numbers is Teateris and Sir. For the process of purification from Tzaras, be it a person afflicted with Tzaras or a house afflicted with Tzaras, to involve a clear, a cedar, a hyssop, a crimson wool, 2 birds, and spring water, as the Pasuk says, this shall be the purification process for the person afflicted with Tzaras. Lisa Matzeret Megalech Kol Sarei, for a person afflicted with Tzaras to shave all of his hair. Shneimach says, Vayu Bein Mashri Galech Kol Sarei, and it shall be in the 7th day, he shall shave all of his hair. Kufim Beis Lisa Matzeret, you do not call the door body for a person afflicted with Tzaras to make known his condition to others. Begodov Yafrum Berisha Yapro Asfas Sam Yatav Tamatava Yikro. His garment shall be torn, his hair shall grow all cut, he shall cover his hair, face to the lips, shall carry out the Finkel Sharat Mem Circumlatias Asman. Some number, all others are richly impure, must make known their condition. Last is part of the Mulias Ephraim Mukhon. Never raise them with Asman yourself to prepare the red hay first, so that its ashes shall be ready. It says that it shall be a keepsake for the congregation of Israel. Kofidal Marach Adam Damav Haksumim Domim Haksuvim B'Parsha Shnemer Ish Kiyaf Nether. A person who makes an endowment valuation to give the specific amount of money. As it says, when a person expresses a value, Marach Behemoth Menes Tamil, or a person who makes an endowment valuation concerning a non-kosher animal to give. Remember, like it says, Behemoth, they shall cause the animal to stand. Least Marach Besin Nason Keref Kain, or a person who makes an endowment violation concerning his home to give the value determined by the Kain. Shedamar, Ish Ki Yaktish, and the Kohen shall determine its value. Ufidzain, the Spatish, the Nason Berach, because of the Parsha, the Shanamar, Raya, Kizari, or a person who consecrates his field, give a fixed amount determined by the tear, as the Pasuk says, and the value you attach, it shall be according to the amount of the seed. Kufiyat Ches, the Shalom, Shegim, Milim, Hashem, Hashem, Lahis, Famish, and Emmer, Mr. Shakatam, Nakedish, Shalom, or a person who unintentionally makes use of a sacred object to pay for what he misused when sinning against Hashem, and for him to add 1/5 of its value, as it says, for that which he sinned, he shall pay at least that of the body Kodesh, for the produce of the 4th year to be Kodesh. Now, if it's a year called period Kodesh Elulim, the produce shall be sacred, the object praised Hashem. Laniach Peyat to leave Peyat, Laniach Lega to leave Lekal, Laniach Emer Shichat to leave the forgotten Shiv, Laniach Elis Pekenim to leave the completely formed grape clusters, Laniach Parav Kenim, to lead the individual flowering grapes, the fish of the whole Elenum, the Onim Lagir Tazav Asim, there's a Mrs. Asishalem, as the Tata says, lead them for the poor and the stranger. This is a positive commandment for all these. Lavi Bikurim Besa Bechida to bring Bikurim, first fruits to Besa Midish, and like it says, Rashis Bikuri Atmaspa, the first fruits of your land. Kufchovo, the Hafer Trumug de Lakain, to separate the Trumug de left to the Kain Stemmer. As the Pasuk says, Rashis the Garchatit and Lay, give him the first of your grain. Hafish Maistagan, Waladim Shnemer Komasa are to separate the Meiser of grain and give it to the Levi. As it says, all the last tithe. Hafish Meiser Shan Lachal, Lubala Rishalam, this Shnemer Asad, Asan Beshmalan, the Shazev Meiser Shan, we separate the Meister change can be eaten by its owners in Yerushalayim as opposed to something which refers to tithe. According to the Rose edition, we learned that this refers to the second tithe. Kuf Koftes Lias Salavim Mafresh Meister Ben Meister Shalach and Yishol Nason Nason Lakenu. Remember relatively to Davar Salavim to separate a tenth from the tenth which they took from the Israelites and give to the Fenim. Remember that it says about Alavim to Davar, speak to the Levim. Kuflam and the Hafiz Meister Anitachas Meister Sheni Rishnishu Bishishis. Masher Worf and the Rixi Shal Shannon Tate is called Meister Twas to separate the tithe for the poor instead of the second tithe and the third and 6 years of the 7th year. It says at the end of the year, remove the tithe of all your crops. 131. Kufam Laudis Fathers with the Meister to give thanks. The Meister Summer Ramata of Hashem like Kefa Beatak this rabbis and you shall declare before Hashem. I have removed the foods. The crease cloud before Hashem Ranis or Bible Nation of Kefa. To read the statements of the Bikurim as it says, and you shall respond and say before Hashem Hashem. Not for Shalak and Shnamar Rishas studies to say him Chalatrim Pagmiladso. Sibri Chala, to the Kohen as it says, the first of the Vidu, the Chala you shall separate as an offering. Ashmet Karka, to let the land lay fallow in the 7th year. Shlamar Vashvis, Tishbet Tashta. In the 7th year you shall let it lay fallow and withdraw from it. Kuflamadeh, leaf based Magdasar is to refrain from agricultural work. In Shemitah Bachadish or Wakachatishbis, from plowing and harvesting, you shall rest. Kuflamadu, the Kadish Nasib, Bashvisa Kafrita. Remember, to sanctify the year by refraining from the agricultural work that's done in the Shemitah. As said, you shall sanctify the 5th year. The sound of Shefer the Yevil, as it says, you shall sound the Shefer Blas. They think little Lars Pershnasa Yevil, Shpem Eretz Afuzaskim will not little Lars. To free of the land of the Yevil, as it says, all your ancestral land, as there shall be redemption for the land. The school of Milat Ari Chayma Shana. Similar each team for base bishop. From our houses in a city in a walled city to be redeemed within the year, as it says, if a person shall sell his residential house in a walled city. Kuf Mer 140. Lumish Den Yevel Shanam the Shemitim Shanam Safat al Chasheva to count the 7 years of Jubilee year. And the Shemitah years it says, and you shall count 7 Shemitah years. The Hashbit Ksaf Shvis to remit all financial obligations to Shvis, like it says, Shanam Shamit Kol My Shay Yodi. Every creditor must remit. Lingesh Lanachil. To seek to collect a debt from a guy in Shnasa Shemitah. Shanam is Anachri Tigais. Seek to collect a debt from a guy. However, what your brother owes, you must remit. They give a kind of shake one, the jaw and the maw from the animal which is shafted, as it says, and you shall give the kind the shake one. The nations are gaze like Kaish, remember they just gaze to give the first portion of the fleece to Cain, as it says, give him the first portion of the shearing of your sheep. Love them to render judgment with regards to the property which is dedicated, Mehem Hashem, Mehem Kain, whether dedicated to Hashem or dedicated to the Kain, which the says, however, any dedication that will be made. Slaughter an animal piece, fowl, and afterwards eat your animal, as it says, and you shall slaughter your cattle and your sheep. To cover the blood of beast and fowl. And it says, and you shall pour out its blood and cover it with us. Send away your mother bird from the nest by taking the young, as it says, and you shall surely send away the mother. Leave the bisimari behema, which at the sides of which animal are kosher. Remember, the animals we should eat. Leave the bisimari efad the shall have been coming with tarish. Remember, called sikper. Check the signs of a fowl in order to differentiate between one which is kosher and one which is not kosher, like it says, all birds which. To check the signs of grasshoppers in order to know which is kosher, which is not. Like it says, those which possess jointed like legs extension. To check the signs with which fish are identified as kosher, because this is a shetef l'mikol asher b'mayim. These are the animals which you may eat from all that is found in water. Kufin gim l'kadosh chadoshim, l'after shanan l'chadoshim based in bovad. Shemar chedesh hazeh lachem reish chadoshim, sanctify the months and to calculate the years of months. As it says, this month will be for you the first of the months. Lish beis b'Shabbos. The rest of the Shabbos, remember Yom HaShvi Tishbeis, the rest of the seventh day. Kufnei l'kadosh Shabbos, to sanctify the Shabbos, and remember the Zachas Asher Yom Shabbos Takash, remember the Shabbos day, keep it holy. The Var Chometz, to destroy Chometz, Shenemar, as it says, B'Yom HaRishon, Tajbisu, S'erm B'Techem, on the day before the holiday, of liberty Chometz from your home, the Sabbath, B'Tzis B'Shar, B'Lel HaRishon, and Shel Chag HaVatzeh, Shenemar, B'Gad Oleh. To relate the narrative of Yitzis B'Shayim, on the first night of Chag HaMatzah, as it says, and you shall tell your sons in that day. Kuf Minches D'Echel Matzah B'Lel Zeh, Shenemar B'Erev Techel Matzahs, eat matzah on this night, as it says in the evening, you shall eat matzahs. Kufin says, Lish Beis Parishin shall Pesach Shenemar B'Yom HaRishon make a Kiddush, to rest on the first day of Pesach, and on the first day it shall be Kiddush. Lish Beis B'Shvi is B'Day to rest on the seventh day. Shenim, like it says of Yom HaShvi make a Kiddush, on the seventh day, there will be Kiddush. Lish Ber B'Miktzira Sa'imed Tisha V'Arbayim Shenemar B'Shvat L'Chem Machas Shabbos. Count 49 days from the harvesting of the Eimer, and you shall, it says, and you shall count from the day following the day of rest. Kuf Samach days. Lish Beis B'Yom Kippurim. To rest on the 15th day of after Pesach. To rest on the 50th day after Pesach, as it says, Kurosam B'Etzam Imazah Mekadesh. You shall proclaim a sacred holiday on the Kiddush on this day. Kuf Samach Gimel. Lish Beis B'Rishon shall Kiddush Shvi, to rest on the first day of the seventh month. Shenemar B'Echad HaKiddush Yelachem Shabbosan. On the first day of this month you shall have a day of rest. Lis Anis Basir B'Rei, the fast on the 10th of the month. Shenemar B'Esed HaKiddush Tanos L'Ashrei Seirem. On the 10th of the month you shall afflict your souls. Kuf Samach Lish Beis B'Yom Atzim, to rest on this fast day. Shenemar Shabbos Shabbosan shall be Shabbos. Kuf Samach Vo Lish Beis B'Rishon shall Chag HaSukkos, the rest on the first day of Chag HaSukkos. And then, like I said, the Yom HaRishon make a Kiddush, the first day there shall be Kiddush. Mitzvahs of saying now, Chelik Gimel part 3. Kuf Samach Zayin 167. Lish Beis B'Shmini shall Chag, to rest on the 8th day of Sukkos. Shenemar B'Yom HaShemini make a Kiddush, on this 8th day there shall be a Kiddush. Leishu B'Sukkah Shivas Yomim, the dwell on the Sukkah for 7 days. Shenemar B'Sukkah Teish for Shivas Yomim, shall dwell on the Sukkah for 7 days. Lite Lulav, to take the Lulav, Shenemar L'Katim L'Chem B'Yom HaRishon, for your other Kappas tomorrow. And you shall take for yourself on the first day the fruit of a beautiful tree, a palm tree. Shmei Kol Shever B'Eish Hashanah, to hear the sound of the Shefer Rosh Hashanah. Shenemar Yom Tuah Yilachem, it will be a day of Shefer blast for you. Litin Mouth is a shekel B'Chol Shana Rosh Hashanah, to give a half shekel each year. This shall be given by all those included in the census. List to any prophet who will arise in the era, provided he does not add or detract. Like it says, Elo Tishmun, you shall listen to him. Kufayin Gimel, Lemanes Melech, to appoint a king. Shenemar, same Tasa Melech, you shall surely set a king upon yourself. Kuf Ayin Dal 174 the Shebim. Mikol Beis Din Agol L'Shiyam B'Lahem Yisrael. To obey the Beis Din regarding all the ordinances they established for Israel. Namely, it says, V'ala Mishpat Asher Yimru L'Chatasa, carry out the judgment which they render for you. Kuf Ayin Heilin Tisachar Rabbi Minti Machlekas Ben Sanhedrin B'Din. The following majority, if there is a difference of opinions in the Sanhedrin concerning the law. Shenemar, it says, Achar Rabbi Mahates follow after the majority. Kuf Ayin Vo L'Manis Sheftim Shaitan B'Chol Kol B'Kol Yisrael. To appoint judges and court officers in each and every Jewish community. Shenemar, like it says, Sheftim Shaitan Titim L'Cha, appoint judges and court officers. Hash has been Ba'alei Din B'Shasha and B'Din, to treat litigants equally when they appear in Beis Din to be judged. Remember, as it says, judge your fellow man with righteousness. For anyone who has evidence to testify in court, as it says, if he was a witness, saw or no. Who find this 179 Lafkir or Edim harbor to cross-examine the witness thoroughly. Like it says, was the Rashtra Chakar Tav you must investigate and probe and careful questions. Last is the to punish false witnesses by giving them the same punishment penalty that they wish to have imposed on the defendant. As the pasuk says, you shall do to him what he plotted to do to the brothers. 181. To decapitate the calf as atonement for an unsolved murder, as it says, you shall decapitate the calf there in the river. To prepare 6 refuge cities, as it says, prepare the way and the vine to 3. Remember, are to give the Levium cities in which to dwell. They also serve as a refuge city. It says that he shall give cities to the Levium. Last says, to construct a guardrail. Like it says, how you should construct a guardrail for your roof. To destroy false gods and all their objects of worship, as it says, you shall destroy. The inhabitants of a Iri Dachas, a city that serves of a Zana, and burn the city. We shall burn the city and all its spoils with fire. To destroy the 7 nations that dwell in Eretz Yisrael, as it says, you shall utterly destroy them. To exterminate the seed of Amalek, blot out a member of Amalek. To cast to remember what Amalek did for us. Remember what Amalek did for you. Last is the wage a voluntary war according to the laws prescribed in the Torah, as it says when you approach the city. The Mshayach Kain L'Mechama, to anoint a Kain who will address the people before battle. Like it says, it shall come to pass when you approach the battle, the Kain will come forward and speak to the people. A Haskin Yod B'Machana, to prepare a place outside our camp to use as a bathroom. Prepare a place for yourself outside the camp. Haskin Yosin, to prepare a shovel. You shall have a shovel in addition to your weapons. Kuf Tzadik Daled 194. Return the stolen object, as it says, and you shall return the object which you stole. They think stuck it to give charity. You shall surely open your hands to the poor brothers. Lahanik le'eved ivri, to give severance gift to an eved ivri. Like it says, Hanik tanik le, you shall surely give him gifts. V'chein amma ivriya. Kuf Tzadik Zayin, the holidays only to give money to lend to the poor person. Remember, in Tisa Talbas Ami, she will lend money to my people. Im is any rishus al mitzvah. It's not a permission, or I should say, it's not a matter of if you want or not, but rather it's a commandment. As the pasuk says, "V'habit ta'avitenu," you shall surely lend them. Kuf Tzadik Nes lahalvis lenochri v'divish nemer lenochri tashik and kashbun lingvishers, and this is us saying to lend, agree, and interest. As it says, take interest from a goy. Based on this, we have learned that this is a positive commandment. The Hoshav Mashkin the Balav, to return the security to its ownership. I'm like the Hashav Tashav Lai. As to Ovid, you shall surely return the security. The Lidus Harsachar was a money to pay a worker's wage on time. Like it says, being teeth and scurry, pay him his wage on the day it's due. The Yasachar Echel was a must. The best station number, Kisavi became Recha. Kisavi becomes a Recha for a hired worker to be allowed to eat for produce while he's working with it. As it says, when you enter your neighborhood vineyard, when you enter your neighborhood standing grain. Assist a calling and unloading a burden which he or his beast is carrying. You shall surely help to help load a burden onto a beast. You shall lift it up with him. Reish Vel 204. To return the lost object. As it says, you shall surely return them to your brother. If you rebuke a person who sins, you shall surely rebuke your fellow men. Remember, to love every member of your people, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself. To love the ger, remember, you shall love the coward. Tzaddik maznayim is to balance scales with correct weights. Shall have correct scales with correct weights. The chabed, to honor chacham the rise before an elder. Chabed of the aim, to honor one's father and mother, as it says, honor your mother and father. The Yidim Albaim, to fear one's father and mother. This is a person must fear both mother and father. Leaf phrase for liberation, never prove to be fruitful and multiply, as it says, be fruitful and multiply. Leave the Kiddushin, for sexual relationships only with a marriage, as it says, if a man takes a woman as a wife. 2:14. Remember, not be the base of house for a husband to rejoice together with his wife for a year, because he shall be free from his own for 1 year. Remember, the circumcised son on the 8th day, the flesh of the foreskin shall be circumcised. The Yavim Ishas Af, to marry the widow of one's brother, who died childless. Remember, Yavama Yavim shall come unto her. Lachlitz Liavim to remove the Yavim shoe, shall never halt an Alim or and she shall remove the shoe from his foot. Lisa Inisis and Osasing shall never relate to the Isha for rapist to marry the woman he raped. Says she shall become his wife. Lisha makes a Shemanah and Ishta Kayam shall never relate to the Isha. A person who made defamatory remarks about his wife to remain married to her for his entire life. As it says, she shall become his wife. He will not send her away for the entire life. Lodin b'mefata v'chamish v'shekel v'shardin v'shlemar yifat ish. To carry out judgment concerning a seducer, finding him 50 shekels, and carrying out the other laws regarding this manner, as it says, if a person shall seduce. Ishkov al fasist lifast faster kakos never release or shivir issues about there. To carry out the procedure for your faster, as it says, and if you see a beautiful woman amongst the captives. 2:22. The Gorish Prashtar, so the divorce with the get. Shnemer because of the safer pieces and Nasim Yoda. They should write a bill of divorce for her to place in her hands. Last is still say to Kateda to carry out procedure prescribed for Siddish Shnemer Rasulullah. Cain is called Teraziz, and the Kohen will carry out these laws for her. Lahalkis, Larashim, to whip the wook, and Shnemer Vipidna Shefetiko, the judge will cast him down and beat him. Lahaglis Hitzem Peshkoga, to exile a person who accidentally kills a person, Shnemer, Yeshavah, Adlei Sakin, and he shall dwell there until the high Kohen dies. Lias Bezin, Hergin Basayef, her reason to execute by decapitation. Shnemer, it says, Nakim Yinakim, revenge shall surely be taken. Lias Bezin, Hergin Bechenek, for a reason to execute by strangulation. Shnemer, it says, Meishimas and Eev and Eefes, the adulterer and the adulterer shall die. Lias Bezin, Sefer Beish, for a reason to execute by burning. Shnemer, Beish, Yisr from Esin Vesien, they shall burn him and with them with fire. Lias Bezin, Silkin, Bavanim, the Bezin to execute by stoning. Shnemer says, "Skaltam Isam," and he shall stone them. The Lisles Mishas Chayav Pliya, to hang the corpses liable for hanging. Shnemer says, "Vasalisa Isal AIDS," he shall hang them on the gallows. To bury the body of an extended to execute a person on the day of execution. Shnemer cover Tikran Mahu for surely bury them on that board. 2:32. The Lodin Evid Ivri Kilchesav to carry the laws concerning Evid Ivri. Shnemer does this Kisik Evid Ivri. The Yaid Amma Ivri have to marry Hebrew Mason or Shnemer says Ashurla Yada, who has not designated, who has designated her for himself, and with me Yadana, he shall be redeemed. Lift this Amma Ivri to redeem a Hebrew maid servant. Shnemer says Hefta, and she will be redeemed. Lavid Bevet Kanani Elam, to have a Kanani serve forever. Shnemer says Elam Bam Talvedo. These are Chibim Shalamamin for a person who injures a friend to pay for damages. Like I said, Isha, for if a man will fight and one man shall strike his friend, Lodin Beniski Behema, the judge regarding the damages caused by an ox. An ox belonging to one person who bores an ox belonging to a friend. The following says, Lodem in his kehabir, that is regarding the damages caused by a bear. Shnemer ki yiftach ish bear, if a person will open up a pit. Lodem, Nagana b'tashlum, and b'misa shnemer v'chi ignev, and b'machteres v'ginim ish machorid. To judge a thief obligating him for payment or execution, as it says, should be theft be perpetrated if one breaking in, if one kidnaps a person that sells it. 240, Lodem b'niske hever. The judge regarding the damages caused by grazing, as it says, of a person will graze in a field or a vineyard. The judge regarding the damages caused by fire, if fire will break out and catch in thorns. Testify to render judgment regarding unpaid watchmen, if a person will give a friend money or utensils to wash. To render judgment regarding a paid watchman, should a person give an ox or an ox. To render judgment regarding a borrower, person will borrow from a friend. To render judgment regarding business transactions, if you sell merchandise to your friend, to render judgment and question regarding claims made by one person against the other. Shnemer al kol bar pesha, for every matter of pesha, trespass. 247. To save a person who is being pursued, even if it's necessary to kill the pursuer. Shnemer says kapei, shall cut off her hand. 248. Last mitzvah, lodem medini nechalis, to render judgment in the questions regarding inheritance. Shnemer ish ki ilmas of an inlay, if a person dies without having a son.